beautiful English lovers, this is Kamal and welcome back to another video with me. In this video, I'm gonna cover all the collocations and keywords with earthquake, storm, floods, and damage. This is day 4 of a 30-day challenge to teach you collocations for your fluency in English. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please push a button and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to like this video. Let's start with earthquake. Earthquake. Verb plus earthquake. Predict earthquake. Predict an earthquake means to foresee. In the future, scientists hope to become more accurate in predicting earthquakes. Survive an earthquake. Survive an earthquake. Few buildings survived the earthquake intact. Set off an earthquake. Set off an earthquake. Set off means start. There are fears that the slight tremors we have experienced in recent months may set off a full-scale earthquake. Withstand an earthquake. Withstand an earthquake means to cope with. Most of the tall buildings in Tokyo have designed to withstand earthquakes. Earthquakes hit. Earthquakes hit. A major earthquake will probably hit Los Angeles in the next 50 years. Earthquakes devastate. Devastate. Devastate means destroy. A huge earthquake devastated the whole region. Earthquakes shake buildings. Shake buildings. The earthquake shook many buildings in the area. Now let's get to some common expressions with earthquake. Prone to earthquake. Prone to earthquake means likely to be affected by earthquakes. The west coast of America is prone to earthquakes. It's an earthquake-prone region. Hundreds of people were buried alive in the earthquake. Places like Los Angeles are in earthquake zone. Floods cause damage. These severe floods have caused widespread destruction. Floods cut the area off. Floods cut the area off. The floods have cut off a number of villages in the area. Rescue services are using boats to give food and drinking water to flood victims. Floods hit the area. Hit the area. The region was hit by a series of flash floods. Floods sweep things away. Floods sweep things away. Heavy floods have swept away homes and roads in the south of Bangladesh. Next we have verb plus storm. Verb plus storm. Storms break. Storms break. A violent storm broke just as we reached the beach, and we had to run for shelter. Storms strike. Storms strike. Hundreds of people made homeless when severe storms struck. Storms destroy. Storms destroy or ruin. The old church was completely destroyed in the heavy storm of 1954. Storms rage. Storms rage. A terrible storm raged for 2 whole days. We couldn't leave our hotel room until it died down. Storms die down. Be caught in a storm. We were caught in a heavy storm on the way home last night. Sleep through a storm. Sleep through a storm. I don't know how you managed to sleep through the thunderstorm. Next, we have common expressions with a storm. Badly damaged in a storm. One of the town's oldest buildings was badly damaged in a storm. We have blown down in a storm and blown off in a storm. Blown off in a storm. A number of roofs were blown off during the violent storm. Struck by lightning in a storm. Struck by lightning in a storm means to be hit by lightning in a storm. Several people were struck by lightning during the electrical storms last night. Wrecked in a storm. Wrecked in a storm. 2 ships were driven onto rocks and were wrecked in the storms. Uprooted. Next one is uprooted in a storm. Uprooted in a storm. Thousands of trees were uprooted in a storm. We have a common expression with a storm. It was the storm of the century. No one has seen anything like this. And we have an idiom with a storm. It was a storm in a teacup. It was a storm in a teacup. It means there was a lot of worry or an agreement over something that wasn't really important. Now let's get to the word damage. We have verb plus damage. Verb plus damage. Cause damage. Cause damage. The storm caused damage to the property. Insure against damage. Insure against damage. All our household products are insured against damage. Prevent damage. Prevent damage. Please help us to prevent damage to the forest. Suffer damage. Suffer damage. Your house doesn't seem to have suffered much damage. Repair damage. Repair damage. To fix the damage. It'll cost $50,000 to repair damage caused by the fire. I hope you liked and enjoyed this video. Bye bye for now.